Okay, hi Cancer. Welcome to your January 2021 reading. I'm just gonna start reading the cards. I don't know what about. Um, if it turns into a reading like strongly about another person, I'll pull some cards for them too. But if it's just mostly about you, I will just read for you. So I don't know. I got a few decks around, so we'll just see what comes up. All right, permission to ask the Oracle for Cancer. What do we got? Let's help them out. Okay, so it's possible you might be having some financial issues, a little bit of financial instability, possibly some overspending, like a lack of control with finances, either from your own self overspending or just bills keep coming in or some kind of external influence. I can't really tell what it is. Just a lack of moderation in money coming in and money coming out. So also probably maybe a lack of just stability in general. I think things might feel really up in the air for you right now. I think you might be struggling to get some kind of just sense of groundedness in general. Also, maybe negative thoughts too. Might be maybe some negative self-talk to going on with yourself. Just I think maybe if you've been overspending or things, you're just like really beating yourself up about it, almost to the point of self-cruelty, mental self-cruelty. Aw, okay, what else we got? Yeah, so financial instability, just things up and down, maybe even more than you're used to. You could be out of work as well. I don't know what your COVID situation is like. Definite lack of groundedness and stability, a lot of up and down. This also is authority and it's reversed. So there's a possibility you might be feeling slightly tyrannized by the government where you live. I don't know if there's harsh lockdowns or they're close your business or something to do with that, or the police are just being unreasonable, something along that line. Because yeah, this is my card of authority, government, police, and it's reversed, which is usually like quite tyrannical. So that could be what the situation is with your foundations and your money. Okay, what else we got for Cancers? Okay, so there might be some kind of financial assistance coming up though, from family, from government, from work, for anything, and it is good. It's going to be good. So if you're really feeling quite terrible about this money situation right now, the Cancers I'm reading for, it looks like things are going to look up a bit. So try not to panic. I don't know how much you'll get, how much assistance, but it looks like you will get some, and it'll be a very positive thing. Can't believe this is a Cancer read and not a Capricorn read. It's all about money. Okay, and then here we go with the okay, so you could also be having romantic feelings for somebody that maybe you know is a bit of a little bit of a misbehavior. Could be a bit of a player, like a little bit of a used salesman, somebody maybe quite sexy and charming and charismatic, but also maybe very, very self-absorbed. They might be breadcrumbing you as well. So let me get more. They just give you little bits and pieces, you know? I think with the little bits and pieces that they do give you makes you quite happy though. Makes you like them even more, even though you maybe know you shouldn't. Okay. So yeah, I think you have a lot keeping you up at night. A lot having to do with finances, with work, but also with romance in some way too. Let me get a little bit more. Yeah, so I think you might be struggling with a lot of fear and grappling with the unknown, you know, like you don't know really what's going on, I think, in your current situation, in your future, just in general. So I think there might be like a lot of fear-based energy right now, which is definitely not your fault. and you just don't see the path ahead a little bit. Like it just seems like things are so obscured and so unknown. And I think that's giving you a lot of anxiety because, like I said, looks like there's a massive lack of stability here right now. And that's going to lead to fear. You know, any normal person is going to feel that way. Finances might be keeping you up at night, added in with a little bit of romantic issues. Maybe someone's misbehaving a bit, whether you're in a relationship or it's just somebody you like. Let's see what else we got here. But despite all of it, look at you. I think that you are still maintaining your compassion and empathy for people. You've been, even though you're struggling a lot, I think you're really helping others, you know, and encouraging people. And just, I don't see any, like, even though you might be feeling all wound up and kind of twisted up in knots yourself, I think that you are still being very dignified and you're acting with a lot of class. You're not freaking out or yelling or lashing out at people or whatever. Despite whatever's going on, you're still extremely empathetic and caring and encouraging and supporting other people around you, which is wonderful. So good for you. That's actually really wonderful behavior in an incredibly trying situation that you could possibly be in right now. Okay. So what's coming up in the near future for the Cancers I'm reading for? Okay. So yeah, I think you really love somebody. There's somebody that you feel is a soulmate. They could be at quite a distance from you, even overseas. It's somebody you have a lot of feelings for. Like it feels like you have two soulmate cards here. So I don't know if you're with this person or not. You might not even be with them, but you feel connected to them like a soulmate. It could even be friends or sibling. Well, these again. Okay. There might be somebody that you can't be with, that you love a lot, you know, and I think you might sort of think about them at night and stuff like that. There could be a myriad of reasons why you can't be with them. It could be distance or in other relationships or whatever reasons life comes up with, but I think you might have somebody at a distance that you feel is really a soulmate, and you spend a lot of time thinking about them, but you know there's not really anything you can do about them. So that's sad. Aw. Yeah, so I think you'd love to offer some emotions to this person, but you know that that's kind of going to create some instability, and you just need to... You may be impatient, feeling like you want to talk to them and offer them this like emotions, but you just can't, type of thing. Or you don't want to come across as like really unbalanced. Yeah, you just can't take a start with this person. It just can't get off the ground. Unfortunately, you know, and but I do think you have a lot of love for this person, and I do think that they also have a lot of love for you. I think there's just some circumstances right now that are not going to allow you two to be together. Mainly, I feel like it's distance of some kind. There's a lot you'd like to say, but you know that you can't, so you don't, because you just know it's not going to lead to anything, because it can't right now, and you don't want to make a fool of yourself also. Okay, aw, so let me just get some advice here for you. Some advice for the Cancers. Okay, so your commitment is being tested. This could be a lot of things. It could be your commitment to your current relationship, a commitment to a job, to a project. to anything. So I think you feel that too. I think you're feeling that your commitment to something is being tested. Could possibly be that long distance person. Yeah. So I do think that you have a lot of passion for somebody, but you keep it under control. You know, you tame that beast, because it's just not going to, you can't invest in it. It's just, or they can't invest in you. Is this making any sense? I'm sorry, I'm just like reading as I am seeing, but the advice here is this thing at a distance. It could be an online connection as well. Is, you know, is to keep it under control. You know, use your inner strength and don't put too much effort into it, because I think you know that. I think you know you can't put a ton of effort or invest too much in it because of the circumstances. So yeah, the advice is just to keep maintaining, keep that like self-control, that inner strength. You can love from afar, but don't put too much into it in reality, if that makes sense. One more. Yeah, again, hold back. So if you've been thinking like, oh, I'm going to explode and, you know, tell all my feelings to somebody and just lay it all out there, I don't care what happens, don't, okay? Not yet anyway. Well, you can do what you want, obviously, but just kind of keep it in right now. Keep in mind, we have some astrology placements coming up that are going to make people feel extremely impulsive. So keep your sense of dignity and inner strength. Don't make any impulsive, rash situations here, okay? Don't ruin things that you already have, or don't upset the situation as it currently is. You know, energy can change. That might change in the near future, but as for right now, the cards are saying just don't. All right, Cancer, so that's all I got for you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you in a couple weeks.